Today we're going to read Mission to Mars with Alf. You don't know who Alf is, but don't worry. We're going to watch some old classics. Our Aunt Missy's going to watch them with you on her TV when you come to visit. I love Alf, and I love this book, as you can tell, since the pages are falling apart. One morning, when Willie woke up, he felt very hungry. Bacon and eggs and toast and cereal. That'll hit the spot, he said to himself as he walked downstairs to the kitchen. He opened the refrigerator door, and the refrigerator was empty. Alf! Yelled Willie. Willie found Alf in the living room. He also found what was left of his breakfast. See all the stuff on the table? This is it, Alf. This is it, Willie roared. From now on, you are going to obey rules if you want to live under my roof. I don't want to be hard on you, but you leave me no choice. Kate, Lynn, and Brian felt a little sorry for Alf, but they were hungry too. They all agreed with Willie. Alf had to be taught a lesson. Alf, said Willie, while we're out, I want you to clean up the whole house. See him telling him? See all the food still there? So everyone was dressed and ready to leave. Everyone, of course, except for Alf. That's him. You can't do this to me, Willie, Alf pleaded. I've got rights. That's his feather duster. What you've got is a sink full of dirty dishes and a house to clean, answered Willie. All to be done by the time we get home. And with that, the Tanners went out the door. They left. It's not fair, grumbled Alf. I don't have to live here. I can live on my own. I'll get a job. Alf opened the help wanted section of the newspaper. There are lots of jobs I can do. Anything is better than housework. I disagree. Suddenly, Alf spotted a job that was just right for him. He read out loud, wanted one space alien type for a new movie, Mission to Mars. Try out today. Bring your own costume, Mecha Studios. See, that's him reading the newspaper. Alf wasted no time. He quickly wrote a note to the Tanners, and then he ran out of the door. Look out, Hollywood, here I come. As Kate turned away from the TV, she saw Alf's note on the table. Dear family of mine, she read, so long, look for me in Mission to Mars. Should be a blast, don't wait up, Alf. Oh no, gasped Kate. There was no time to waste. Kate knew what the note meant. She had seen it on TV. Alf was the poor little creature aboard the spaceship. He was going on the mission to Mars and then beyond and beyond, all because they had been mean to him. Within minutes, she picked up Willie at his office, Brian and Lynn at school, and they had to stop that spaceship. See him in the car driving to get over here to the spaceship? Meanwhile, Alf arrived at Mecha Studios. There was a long line of actors waiting to try out for the part. These guys don't have a chance, thought Alf. Not one of them looks like an alien. Frankenstein, a ghost. I really don't know what those people are. A little while later, Kate arrived home. Oh, wait a minute. This happened again. I read the book out of order. Yep, I sure did. Here we go. A little while later, Kate arrived home. Alf, I'm back, she called. Please come down and help me put the groceries away. She waited for a reply. Alf! She called again, but there was no answer. Alf, groceries! Kate said to herself, wow, he really must be angry about cleaning the house. Alf, you left the television on as usual, Kate called. She was about to turn it off when she noticed a large spaceship on the screen. Kate turned up the sound. The spaceship will lift off at noon today, said the newscaster. It'll carry a live animal to Mars and then beyond into deep space. Kate sighed. Poor thing, she said. The thought of some little creature being rocketed up into space gave her goosebumps. As she turned away from the TV, she saw Alf's note on the table. Dear family of mine, she read, so long, look for me on a mission to Mars. Should be a blast. Don't wait up. Alf. Oh no, gasped Kate. This is where then they take off to go get him at the launch pad. And then Alf sees the long line of people waiting. Alf had to wait a long time for his turn to carry out. At least he was called. He stepped into a circle of light. He cleared his throat. He turned this way and that. Yes, perfect, shouted a man who was watching. He jumped to his feet. You are the one. You've got the part. Talent always shows, said Alf. See them all hanging around him. Alf was taken to the dressing room. Everyone just started to paint him green. Stop, yelled Alf. What are you doing? That color doesn't even go with my eyes. Your costume's great, but it's the wrong color, said the director. Everyone knows that aliens are green. I look like an alien without the paint, groaned Alf. Now I look like a frog. Someone put plastic antennas on Alf. See him up there? On his head. What are these for, he asked. Everyone knows that aliens always have antennas, said the director. Bugs do, said Alf, and that's just what I look like. Relax, said the director. Once we get a new costume on you, you'll be perfect. A new costume, said Alf, but I'm already perfect. Alf squeezed into the costume. Yo, he said, this is too tight. The director put a helmet over Alf's head and said, over his head. He said, I can't breathe. You can't hear, Alfie boy, said the director. I said I can't breathe, repeated Alf, and I can't even move. Alf ripped off the costume. He'd had enough. I've got a headache, he said, and I quit. He raced out of the studio and headed for home. Look out, housework, Alf said. Here I come. See him ripping it off and taking off? Miles away, the Tanners were at the launch pad of the Mars spaceship. Oh, please stop the countdown, Willie begged the guard. Alf's on board. Tell him I'm sorry. We don't want him to leave us. He makes us angry sometimes, but he's still a member of our family. Forget it, pal, said the guard. Nothing stops that spaceship. I'm here to see that. Wackos, he added under his breath. Just then the spaceship roared into the sky. Too late, said Willie sadly. He's gone and it's all my fault. It's not fair, Mom, said Brian. We love Alf. If only I had another chance, said Willie. Things would be different. I wouldn't be so hard on him. The Tanners sadly climbed back into their car and headed for home. When the Tanners walked in the house, a familiar sight greeted them. Alf, said Willie happily, you're here. Yo, Willie, cried Alf. Sorry about the mess, but I got a little behind with the cleaning. In fact, I worked up a big appetite. I ate all the groceries Kate brought home. Is that a problem? No problem, said the Tanners together. The Tanners rushed across the room and hugged Alf. See them all in a big hug? They hugged Alf. Help, yelled Alf. 4 against 1, no fair. We're not trying to hurt you, Alf. We're just so glad to see you, said Brian. We thought you had gone to Mars, said Kate. We felt terrible. Please don't ever leave us again, said Lynn. Alf wasn't sure what was happening, but he didn't care. Okay, everybody, I forgive you this time, said Alf. But next time I'm really gone past history. Look out, Milky Way, here I come. The Tanners looked at each other and grinned. They weren't sure what Alf had been up to, but they were happy to have another chance. Alf was back. The end. I hope you enjoyed Alf. I think I still have my stuffed Alf doll somewhere. I might be able to dig it out for you to play with in the future. All right, bye.